MicroStrategy, they're leading the way. They have outperformed NVIDIA. Do you guys realize how amazing that is? Since 2020 till now, NVIDIA has been, according to most, the hottest stock in the S&P 500. But you know who outperformed them? MicroStrategy. It's staggering to believe that MicroStrategy has. And you know why? The only reason is because Saylor is so bullish on Bitcoin and continues to buy more and more Bitcoin. It's really that simple. You just got to load Bitcoin, stack up Bitcoin, and according to Saylor, any individual, family, company, or country can copy MicroStrategy and enjoy the same outperformance, right? This includes individuals. You may not be able to buy $100 million worth of Bitcoin at a time, but you can buy $10 worth of Bitcoin, or $100 or $1,000. And over time, it adds up. That's the power of DCAing. When others are panic selling, you DCA, and that's how you play catch up. And guys like Michael Dell, they love Bitcoin. It's not just Michael Dell, Saylor and others, Novogratz. They love Bitcoin, right? Once you understand, once you truly understand what Bitcoin is about, then you know. Then you know there's no reason to panic. There's no reason to give up and fall for the FUD. And if you compare our current drawdown, you'll notice that it's actually one of the tamest cycles we've ever had, right? This is what I've been saying. I told you guys, I've lived through a lot of cycles, okay? I didn't live through the very first cycle, but the second, third, and now the fourth. And I've seen some nasty drops, some nasty drawdowns over the years. And if any of you guys lived through any of those and you realize that those times were way, way, way worse than the drawdowns we saw this cycle. Because the market is bigger. It's more mature. We actually have DeFi. We didn't have any of this. And now we have institutions coming in. Every cycle gets a little bit bigger, a little bit more mature. And every cycle does the same thing. We have a lot of drawdowns. We have a lot of kind of like mini dumps, capitulation points, whatever you want to call it. And then guess what happens? We rise upwards and we form a new high. We're about to complete this pattern. This is one of those rare reversal signals, right? A giant cup and handle. You could argue we've been going sideways for a long time, maybe even trending down a little bit, but I argue sideways. We've been doing so since March. But we are about to break out. This is flashing buy, buy, buy. If you are a chartist, you would say this is one of the most bullish signals detected. Okay? And this is going to push us higher into October and into, I don't know what you call November, and then the Santa rally, right? The last 3 months of this year is going to be absolutely fantastic. That's how it is. That's how it's always been. And I don't see anything different, especially since this is the halving year. And you look at all previous halving years, they have been absolutely fantastic. Okay? And here's the kicker. The year after the halving event is even better. That's how it works. So it's not like this year is the end of the cycle. No, this year is just the beginning. 2025 is when things get really crazy. That's when you make so much money, you feel dirty because it doesn't feel right. That's what every day you wake up, your portfolio's up 15 to 20%. Those days are coming. We experienced it in 2021. We experienced it in 2017. And we will experience them once again in 2025. So you just have to wait just a little bit longer. We are going to start rising shortly. Polymarket reported seeking $50 million in funding. Polymarket, you know what, has just been absolutely blowing up. It's a prediction market. People can make basically bets on predictions. And they are so popular now that our predictions have been added to Bloomberg Terminal. So, I mean, if you think about it, that's kind of crazy, right? But it goes to show you. Here's a crypto project that actually created a real use and so big, so has become so big that even Bloomberg analysts are using it. Right? Pretty good example of a real world dApp that's being used by millions and millions of people. So that's great. Here's another one. Google Cloud partners with Solana Labs to launch Game Shift Dev on Google Cloud Marketplace, simplifying blockchain integration for game developers with tools for in-game asset wallet payments and marketplaces. I got to say, there's one I've talked a lot about Breakpoint that I was at, and I met this really nice fellow who's been working on this game for six years. Okay, no token, nothing like that. Didn't overpromise and underdeliver. So I'll highlight that game in like this recap video that I'll be coming out with. But it's amazing. It's like a Halo game that runs at 120 frames per second. It is actually really fun to play complete. And those are the type of games that's coming on top of Solana. I mean, I'm very excited. Breakpoint was an eye-opener for me. It was really good to see the number of people there and these dApps that are all building on top. I mean, it's actually quite amazing. So anyways, I just wanted to highlight that. Celestia Foundation raised $100 million. Haven't heard about Celestia a lot recently. Okay, but they're trying to be like a layer 0 for storage. But you know, they were one of the hottest crypto earlier this year. Cooled down a little bit. They're out of Cosmos. They could rise up once again. 100 million is no joke. So we'll see. But in the meantime, though, there are a lot of great movers. I don't know if you guys have paid attention to someone like Stacks, who has been up and up and up. I mean, the pattern, look at the pattern for Stacks, up 6% today. You know, you look at Bitcoin, which is basically going sideways right now, and then you look at someone like Stacks. Man, big difference. Like, so we are definitely seeing, and AI plays have been very hot. We're definitely seeing a little bit of resurgence recently. A lot of people anticipating October right around the corner, and of course because of the Fed pivot. So we are definitely seeing some movement, even though Bitcoin is still kind of stagnant right now. We know it's just a matter of time, right? So overall, today is a pretty darn good day. A lot of things in the green right now.